Okay, shaped this board, glassed it. The board's been laminated. Now it's time to slap on some logos before I put on the hot coat. Sweet. Okay, so when I got into board shaping, I wanted to make my own personalized logo. I could have paid someone online to make one for me, but it's just really cool when you have the ability to make it yourself. And then it's more special, it's custom, it's individualized, it's something that you made. So I did some searching around and ended up getting this cool software called Affinity Designer. So it's a graphic design software, it's on the App Store. And there's other higher priced alternatives like Adobe, like Creative Cloud, but that's a couple $100 a year. And this is like $50, you buy it once, you have it the rest of your life. And it's pretty powerful. There's tons of tools. Honestly, there's way more stuff in here than I will ever actually really learn to use or use. And what I did is I bought an online class that taught me how to use it. But really, you don't even need to do that. Just YouTube it. YouTube tutorials on how to use Affinity Designer. I'll put a link below to the class I bought. It is amazing. I think it was like 20 bucks or something for like a 10-hour class. But anyway, so here's some logos I've made. So basic rock and sea and some anchors, pretty cool. So this tuna I actually bought from Vector Labs. So you can buy pre-made animals from this cool company called Vector Lab. I think they're based out of Dana Point. The guy who owns Vector Lab he's been making like surf t-shirts for like 20 years or something insane for all the big brands. And I really like the style of Vector animals that he makes. So I bought the tuna off of him and made my own little logo. Super cool. Blue tuna. This one I completely made myself. I really like this, sort of like interesting. Okay, so tons of people ask me what kind of rice paper I use. So I was looking on normal websites. I buy most of my supplies like Shaper Supply or in person at Bosham's, Greenlight Surf Supply. So honestly, I was hunting through forums and I realized that logo paper that those guys are selling you is really just high quality rice paper, Oriental rice paper. So I went on a limb, bought a big pack of it from Amazon, and I've been using it ever since. And it's super cheap. I think if you buy from an actual like surfboard company, it's like $1 a sheet or something. This was 10 bucks for like 100 sheets. And you know, the paper's bigger than your typical 8x11. So you just cut it down. And then I literally just print from my home printer. The one downside of printing at home is your normal like inkjet or laser printer or whatever it is, doesn't have white ink. So when you want to print something white, the printer just doesn't place any color there because the paper's white. However, when you go and glass it into a board, that white paper becomes translucent. This paper is really thin, it becomes like see-through, so you lose that white color. That's the only downside from doing it at home. And if you want to have a really cool like, you know, logo made and printed somewhere, check out BoardLams.com. You just buy big, like a meter print, and you can fill as many logos in there as possible. Something like that. I've never actually done it, but if I ever make some logos with white, I'm gonna do that. So I printed these out. I'm not really sure what I wanna do. I'm gonna cut these out and see how they look on the board. I'm thinking this one. This one just looks really classic. Hey, let's see. I think something like that is probably what I'm gonna go with. I think that looks really good. Or I could go, ooh, that looks pretty good too. Ooh, that might be a winner. Or black. Oh, dang, so many choices. I really like putting a little anchor right here. That's gonna be sweet. Or running the color line. Okay, so this is a resin tinted board. So what I do on resin tints is I glass the board, resin tint it, laminate it, and then afterwards pop on the decals. So then the colored resin doesn't mess with the decals. On a all white board, I actually just put on the logos underneath the fiberglass and do it when I laminate the board. So this is just an extra step that takes longer when you're doing cut laps and resin tints. But Let's do it. So the first thing you do is you lay down resin on the board itself, smooth it out. So you do that because it's way easier to work any bubbles out from underneath the logo if it's already wet versus just putting resin on top and trying to massage the resin through. So you can see how the paper goes totally translucent, and probably with even higher quality paper there's even less opaqueness. Sweet. Okay, let's go to the next one. Squeegee off any excess resin. Okay, so I think I figured out what I'm gonna do on this side. So I've got a little anchor, big rock and sea, stoke and surf fish, and this is extra. I'll probably surf this board for a few months, 6 months, a year or something, and sell it. It might make it hard to sell, but I don't know, it's just so funny and awesome. I made a cool little logo with a tooth and a wizard zapping a cavity. I think definitely need that right there. Oh, that is too good. Okay, check it out. Glasses for yesterday, today. Very excited, we're gonna go visit our friend who lives on the Hollister Ranch. So I'm gonna sand it, and then we drive straight to the ranch. So this board's gonna be special. It's gonna have a really fun inaugural first surf trip. But it looks really good. Just need to sand it. Okay. Sweet! Oh, this looks so good. This is gonna be such a fun little board. Super fat. Good for really just California gravelly, mushy waves. We surf trestles a lot, and this is just a really fun board for trestles and waves. Okay, we've got the secret sauce. Brand new board. We didn't end up going to the ranch, we ended up going to Middles. Oh, sick.
Nice.
Can't tell anyone where I got this board. My shaper will get too busy. He won't be able to make me customs anymore. I'm stoked. Woo, boy. Lyndon just finished residency in New York. He was there during pretty much the entire peak COVID crisis and just finished. Now he's doing a high-powered fellowship in oculofacial plastics in LA. So just got back here, so we're stoked to have Lyndon back. What's up, sir? Hey. This guy, back from New York. Virgin wax.
There we go. Okay.
So Taylor's checking out the board.
It's beautiful. Look at the logo.